Hi, come on in. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the show. I'm Campbell, and this is Kiwi Gijoe Customs and Collections. And today I'm going to be doing, well, I haven't done it for a while, but the review of Zap here. Absolutely marvellous. So without further ado, everybody, let's see what we can do. This is G.I. Joe's Bazooka Soldier, codenamed Zap. Now, I'm quite nervous about reviewing this figure because it is in this lighter green colour. And is prone for breakage. So just by miracle, I've actually got his bazooka in there. And let's talk about the bazooka first of all. So you can see here, this is the bazooka, which is the thick piece. So there's three lots of bazookas. Well, there's quite a few, but so we'll bring them out. I'll show you a picture of the bazookas we've got here. So the first bazooka is the two-handle grip, which came out in 1992. Which is the Type 1 bazooka. The Type 2 was the thinner piece bazooka, which I think was quite good, there's nothing wrong with that. And the third piece, which comes out with the Zap figure right now. So this is the bazooka right here. And if you can see right here, see that sort of mark there? Yes, that is the stress point. That is made out of the same light green material, which makes it really brittle. So literally, I'm quite nervous about doing this this review. So we'll put that aside, and we got Zap here. So Zap comes with the light green, and hopefully, so this is the backpack, which shares the same backpack as Short Fuse here. But Short Fuse backpack is basically classed as mortar rounds, which is that's cool. So that's that nice light grey, green plastic, and basically it's quite cool having the ammo pack at the back there. Leave that one side. Alright, our next accessory with Zap is his helmet. Now, this isn't the original helmet that came with it, so I'll take this off. I'll take this off really, really gently. Alright, so you can see the helmet's removed. And as you can see, yes, it's not the same helmet. I believe this has got no holes sort of drilled in. I believe this could be the Duke's version of the helmet. And I knew it was the case, that's why I painted it that light green colour to hopefully match. So, first of all, let's take a look at the sculpt, design, and colour of Zap. And you can see here that Zap here shares the same uniform as Short Fuse, but instead of a darker green colour, of course, he's got that lighter colour and the brown and the green here, right here. So I'll move that to one side. Bear in mind, this is also the small arm version of Zap, which is the 1.5 version, which is released in 1983. He also shares the same head sculpt as Grunt. Grandstand version 1. Just move these guys aside. As well as Grandstand version 3. So both share the same head sculpt. Also the fact that you can see here that I've added the mustache to Zap here. And you can see in the card art, which I'll show you now. So you can see in the card art he actually is sporting a mustache. So you can see that Zap here has got a receding hairline he has got that light green colour uniform, and I'm literally being dead careful with this because this light green uniform or paint plastic is so brittle that I don't want to move any more of it. So what I could do is, so he's got the standard articulation of the 1983 gijoes. That means he can bend his elbow at 9 degrees. He can also swivel. He can move his arm like so. Spin his arm around. Moved his elbow. Being careful as. I'm not going to go any further because I know, well, I've got to be really careful with this because this guy's really brittle. He can bend his knee at 90 degrees. I just don't want to force it. So just bring his knee back. Maybe I got better. Nah, I don't want to force it. It's nice and tight, and I just want to leave it alone. So yeah, this guy is like really brittle. You dare want to put his weapon in his hands. I have, or put the battle stand. Get him to stand on that. I'm not going to use that. What I am going to do is I'm going to sand this back a bit so that he can stand on it. So bear with me for a minute. Okay, so this is the same battle stand. You can tell I've actually just gone around there with the sander. And a lot of people will be looking at me like, what the hell am I doing? There you go. That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going to force it. So he's also been put together by a rubber O-ring, which gives him a bit of a twist and turn, like an ab crunch. He can turn his head to, I suppose that's left on his side and right, or that's left and that's right. You can tell on my version that thumb there is a little bit wider. That's to do with him holding his bazooka. So I'm going to put his helmet back on. Funny, putting helmets on is dead easy. Then take them off. And we put his backpack back in. And his bazooka, which looks to me like an M1 bazooka. I may be wrong with that. And that's it. How I would display this guy, or sap here, I display him basically like that. That's it. Leave him alone. As I said, I'm quite nervous about this review. You can tell, because this guy is really brittle, and that's it. I don't want to do any more to him. Zap did come out in 1991 in the Supersonic line. So the Supersonic Fighters, a whole new colour and display. The Zap did not come with the red visor. I decided to paint it on there because it said it looked like on the card art it should be on there, and it looks heaps better. It just breaks it up. Unfortunately, my little mini tank or battle robot, the lights and sounds do not work, so I just basically glued them on there. That's cool. It's kind of funny because I don't know about you guys, but that darker colour, green and silver, looks to me like Grandstand version 2. Fun fact, I believe that Sap here is the first Spanish or Puerto Rican Joe of the line. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the file card pretty soon. I don't actually own the file card, unfortunately. We all lost it as kids. And saying about kids, so this was my brother's. No, this figure isn't here, not this actual figure, but my brother owned Zap back in the day, and it's one of the first G.I. Joe figures that we ever had. And unfortunately, Zap got run over by the lawnmower, so a few days after that, my dad felt real guilty and bought Grunt version 2. So yeah, it's just a fun fact, and I don't know what we've done with the file cards. I know I kept my file card for short fuse. I don't know what happened to Zap. So here's a picture of Zap's file card, and here we go. So you can see that the fraction here is G.I. Joe. Here's the bazooka soldier. His codename is Zap. His file name is Raphael J. Mezenzes. If I say that wrong, I'm really sorry. I do apologise. His primary military specialty is engineer. His secondary military specialty is infantry artillery. And his birthplace is New York City. And he is E4. If he's New York City, I'm going to guess he's probably from the Bronx, maybe. So I'm going to leave this file card up here and let you guys read it, in your own time. But I'm going to skip down and say, like, it says here that Zap here is a fun-loving type, cool under fire. The stuff he works on could blow up at any moment, or any time, sorry. So that's kind of cool that he's a fun-loving, cool under fire. You literally have to be if you're working under that sort of explosives and all that. Also, the fact that in New Zealand we didn't get G.I. Joe. It was G.I. Joe, but it was named Action Man. And I've explained that under the previous video or contents of Short Fuse, and showed a bit different file cards there are. I couldn't find any more on that, so this is the G.I. Joe file card of Zap here. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that video. To me, it was the most challenging one there is, and I don't mean the fact by hunting down the different variants of bazookas. I don't have that. I'm not too worried. I'm actually glad that this bazooka is in one piece, and I'm going to put it down gently, and it will go there for a while. The biggest challenge for me was actually reviewing Zap. Now, literally, I was shitting bricks. I'm still shitting bricks right now. I shouldn't even be holding this guy, to be honest. But I've brought him up here close so that you can actually see what I've done. The mustache, I'm actually quite glad I've done the mustache. A lot of people might be getting a bit upset with me and saying that I've ruined a perfectly good figure, but I honestly think I've made an improvement. Just stay there. Yeah, I've made an improvement on Zap, and I heard that back in the day that there was a rumour that when they bring out the version 1.5, which is what Zap and all most of my collections are, is that they were going to bring out some different head sculpts, and one of them was going to be Zap, but then they stopped it. I don't know why they stopped it. Maybe to save cost, maybe because they did the swivel arm and the new waist, but it doesn't matter. I'm literally am super happy to have this in my collection. I really am. It's not the greatest figure in the world, but because he stands out, and it's also because it was a figure that my brother had and it was part of my childhood, it's got to have it, and I've got to have them. I've got to literally have those boys. So with that, everybody, that's said and done. So please, everybody, like, share, and subscribe. That means so much to me. Please hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Please, if you're also new to this channel and you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. By hitting the subscribe button and liking and sharing the comments, especially liking, it actually helps with the algorithm. It actually helps this channel grow, and it means I can bring out a lot more contents out to you guys and showing what I love. It's almost like, for instance, the Rolling Thunder there. I've got to repair that at some stage, so that would be great to show you guys what I do with that. I've got a few other vehicles I need to repair as well. I've got a few customs to do too. So, with that, everybody, it's Yo Joe, and see everybody.